I have to be
literally
honest,
just went,
but they don't
"Get
do
that,
that
get
now.
this."
And in the 80s when we was all, I used to love going Guyfawkes, and I used to earn a fortune. Honestly,
Yeah.
I used to earn, because where we used to have a lot of shops, and we used to, the best one,
Outside the shops.
the best place ever, Karen and
Coffee shop.
Kazzy and Wendy, the
Yeah.
best place was down the road from us. We used to have a betting shop. And I
Oh.
swear, sitting outside them when them men was absolutely
Yeah.
paralytic, just come out the pub from over the road, and used to sit there, and they used to just give you their money.
It's like Wendy
Yeah.
said, the pubs were the best places to go.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
when you
best
think
places to go.
that, probably not the best one for kids to be down there, but we did it, and I didn't know. And you didn't even bat an eyelid then, did you? We sit outside the pubs, and all the
no,
drunks used to
no.
come out, and you know what I mean, and outside all the shops.
They thought it was great, didn't they? I mean, and then you'd get
Yeah.
to the end of the night, and you'd have your tin or whatever of money, and then you'd have
I
to
used to
give it
have
out
loads of
to
money.
everybody. So you'd have to share
Yeah.
it out to make
It
sure you
went-
all got
Share it out.
the
Did we
same
dib it?
amount each.
Did we really did it out though? Did we?
Well, we did.
No, we
We
didn't.
did.
We did.
I made it.
We
I
were
keep the
honest.
money. No, we did. I used to dib it out. Well, it's only when I told my sister that we only made 50p, and she believed me. 25 quid later, I know.
I'd share it out. I was smoking in them days, so I'd take enough money out for a packet of cigarettes.
You could
Yeah.
you used to be able to get 10 fags in the 80 for about a quid,
Yeah.
didn't you? 2 quid.
Yeah.
You're joking. Less than that.
Oh, was
I
it?
know.
See what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But I have to be honest, Guyfawkes with and Bonfire Night. Do you know what I used to find really bizarre though? Is like, I mean, you can't do it now, but when we used to build bonfires and you used to put the Guyfawkes on, if my sister pissed me off, the Guyfawkes used to be named after her. So that used to be on the bonfire. Every time she annoyed me, every year she annoyed me with that bonfire, that it used to have a name written across it. It used to go mental at me. But I always remember we used to put, and that asbestos. I mean, you can't put asbestos anywhere, but we used to put that on the bonfire, and you could hear it crackling and banging in like, I didn't realise till a bit later on, but you know, like tins of aerosol. I
Yes.
didn't realise until they blew up and flew out the fire.
Terrible.
Tins. Everything went on them, didn't it?
I know,
Everything
but
went on them.
we didn't care what we.
No, he just put anything on.
Yeah.
And I always remember my dad. My granddad starting a fire. He'd never used to light it underneath. Didn't put all the paper underneath, and it weren't starting. So he'd light it, and then and then it all.
We used to sit on the. So me and my brother used to sit on the kitchen sink, because the kitchen sink and drainer you could see straight out
the
into the
window,
garden.
yeah.
So we used to look through the glass window at my dad. So he built this big bonfire, and we got the fireworks, and we'd have our own show through the window. My mum used to do the jacket potatoes and all that. And then, you know, this thing about, like, obviously there's a lot of safety around it now, don't they? And they don't go back to a firework that's not lit.
Yeah.
No, my dad didn't care.
No,
If it
I
weren't going
didn't.
off, he was going back to light it
Yeah.
again.
But you did, didn't you? It's like they did go back, because if it wasn't going to go off,
They got rocket in a milk
really
bottle.
bad, weren't they?
Yeah,
They never went restful.
yeah, and like,
Rocket.
yeah, in a milk
Rocket in a milk
bottle,
bottle.
milk
Yes.
bottle, in a milk
Really?
bottle,
Oh, I know. Yes.
and you know, you just
Awful.
think,
Forgot about that.
how would you?
Yeah, and the milk bottle would tip over, and the rocket would just go phew.
And you'd
In the
literally
passage.
put your head
In the
between your legs
passage,
and kiss
like
your
it
arse
did.
goodbye if it were coming at you, wouldn't you? Because you have to literally.
Um,
That's what I remember. That sort of like, because we didn't have all that health and safety stuff, like you were saying, and even like the Catherine wheels that used to spin round. I remember one
I was
going
just
round a
going to
bit,
say
up.
that.
and then they'd spin, and then you'd still be on fire, and your daddy go up to him, and he'd just like come with his hand. And I just, it wasn't doing that.
Oh,
I have to be honest, that's probably something I would do now, even now, because I shouldn't be fired as well, should you really? Kids, don't listen to me. Listen to these
No.
three. But
I used to
you know-
love sparklers, though.
oh,
I
I
love
did.
sparklers.
I did until I put one on
Yeah.
the floor, then went to pick it up and burnt my
Yeah.
hand 'cause I picked it up
Oh.
on the other end.
I did
Wrong
that.
end.
I think a lot of people have done that.
Oh.
You used to write your name, didn't you?
And
Come on, tell me. Everyone wrote their
Yeah.
name.
yeah, I did.
Or you went abracadabra.
Expelliarmus. Oh no, that was a bit later and a bit early then, that one. But yeah, oh god, I used to love that.
Everyone
And
wrote their name.
and used because no, they didn't have. I don't know why I thought they had different coloured sparkles. Did they ever have like different coloured
There
ones?
was different coloured ones
Was there?
eventually. Not probably when we were kids, though,
No,
but we
I can remember.
No.
stick them in the mud once they'd gone out.
Yes, we did. That's what we got told.
Stick them in the
Why?
grass.
Why? Tell me
But
why.
I don't. Okay, who did this then? So the next morning, it was always foggy, wasn't it? After firework night, it's always foggy. But the next morning, we used to go around the street and
Check.
have a look for all the rocket sticks that had landed everywhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you see them in the streets and in your garden, and you'd see them. I can remember one seeing in the guttering in top of the house, and it's. But you're right. It was always foggy the next, and it is now.
Always.
Even now it is. But it's
Yeah.
always foggy, and I just think,
It's smoke, isn't it?
yeah. And I think for Bonfire Night, I think a lot of it. I'm not saying a lot of people don't do it, but I think it's lost that family because they all go to like
Definitely.
because they all
Yeah, we used to have
go
hot
to.
dogs, didn't we? Hot
Yeah.
dogs and onions and
Oh my god!
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
grandma, God rest her soul, used to make the most amazing hot dogs and onions. And I always remember she used to have with a jacket potato. She always used to, and I mean, obviously I was a greedy little pig, so I used to sit there and hover around her as she's cooking it. And she'd always give me an extra sausage in there. My mum used to see it, but never used to say anything. And she'd sit there and say, "Tell your dad." Because our husband wanted one, and she'd sit there and feed me. Oh, she was amazing. She was a lot like Catherine Tate's nan, if I'm honest, but she was brilliant. And she was from Sheffield, so it's like Giova. So she was very. It was I love all that stuff because especially remembering it because I always Bonfire Night was always. I don't really enjoy it so much now. I have to be
No.
honest.
No.
It's for kids, if you ask me. It is for children, isn't it? And if you've got grandkids,
Yeah.
it's great for them. But I think as a kid, I loved it. But now I just think
We used to go around the street and watch everyone else's fireworks as well. Peek through their fence and have a look what fireworks they had.
Did I try that? I don't know. I can't remember what I did. I always remember, I think because we used to go to my grandma every year. And I always remember it used to be really good because it was quite family. And even sometimes they'd invite my mum's family. So it was my dad's family that we used to go to. And my mum's mum used to come over and her brothers and that. I used to always find that quite, because they would never normally, probably not. Unless, I know some people's families are like that, aren't they? Whereas each side of the family, but mine were never like that. And I think for Bonfire, that's what I remember for Bonfire Night was actually my mum and dad's family getting together the odd time, which they don't do now, do they? God, I sound about 102. I just love all that sort of like bonfire, Guyfawkes nights, the bonfire.